You can do what anyone else in this world can do, but only you can do it better. So it's very important that you determine what you want and work hard for it, strive for it. I wanted to be a doctor, and now I am a doctor. I've got my stethoscope now, which is pretty much a sign of a doctor. Sometimes we just hang it there, but it's like a sign of a doctor. And yeah, I listened to my heart, and this is what I wanted to do, is to become a doctor. You can do it too. I grew up in, I guess you could say, a lower decile area. I went to a lower decile school, but it often gets frowned upon from, I guess you could say, from society struggles where you're from. But I think as long as you apply yourself, and no matter where you are, as long as you have a dream, as long as you have steps towards getting there, then really nothing can stop you.
Everyone fails, but it's actually picking yourself up and learning from your mistakes. That's what makes a really successful and a great person.
Well, looking back now, I know that I was always too scared to try and achieve high.
I was a fairly big boy. I was a bit on the obese side, and I decided one day that I thought if I really wanted to play rugby, I needed to do something with myself. So I trained my hardest, and I lost a lot of weight, and here I am, and I'm still going hard today, and it shows in things like me getting the Hillary Scholarship and for rugby.
I grew up in Mount Maunganui, New Zealand, which is a small beach town. There weren't many Pacific Islanders. There were just a handful of Tongan families there. So I grew up in a really, Pākehā kind of Balangi environment, and there weren't a lot of people like me, and the only kind of images of young Pacific people were like in jail or sports people, or so for what I was, which was I really loved study, I really loved research, and I didn't have a lot of role models or just stories of
what gives me strength. Right from when I was a younger child, I mean, in every Māori family you do find your grandfather being your role model. For me, I had my grandfather, my mother, my father. He had been in an accident when I had just turned 1, and he was hit by a train. So, I mean, for him to come out of his accident was quite inspirational for me.
As with anything, there's a path that you need to establish for yourself, for your whānau, for your wider community, and it's important that you have that perspective of where you're heading to. You may fall off that path or diverge off the path every now and then for various reasons, but it's always important that you do continually look ahead, and if you do fall off the path, that you work towards getting back on the right track, getting back on the waka, I guess you could say, so that you keep heading in that positive direction. And there are numerous examples and role models out there in the community of people who have experienced particular challenges and hurdles, but have maintained a positive focus and have managed to do quite well and be successful despite the circumstances that they've inherited or encountered or have found themselves in.
As it is when you come from the islands, you come and you don't really have that many qualifications, you don't have a job, so you look for a job, you get money, you do hard work, but you don't get enough money for your family. So she's really pushing me to get a good job, well-paid job, and provide for my family in the future.
So I hope with the job that I do and what the people that I meet and see, I hope that I get to plant seeds of love and patience, and I get to plant wisdom seeds as well. So yeah.